Welcome back, everybody, to another Baz Reacts. My name is Bazerath, and today we're going to be jumping into Farever. I guess this is an MMORPG light, and I've only seen some minor clips, nothing crazy. I've never seen any actual official trailer videos or anything. And the game does appear to be very interesting. I like the light style that they're going with when it comes to like the graphics, and I'm curious to see if this trailer will reveal more than what I've seen through like other people playing the game. I haven't really focused on watching other people playing the game, but I've seen some things here and there, and I'm just curious to know a little bit more about the game. So we're going to check out the trailer and see if it reveals anything.
1,000 years of exile has finally ended for you.
I like the art style.
While we carefully prepared for your return, after all this time, believe me, you'll have a lot to explore.
Apparently the combat is pretty fast-paced in this. It looks fast-paced. So you do some like Zelda style gliding, which is cool. You got some, gathering materials. Got mounts, that's cool. Those trees look very Minecrafty. Fun boss fights. I think there's dungeons in this game. Bosses look like they have some reasonably decent mechanics, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I think that this looks actually pretty good for what it is. So like, it's kind of nice to just jump into a game and not have it have all of the serious things that go with it. Like just have a game that is got that MMO feel, but it's not fleshed out to the point of like say Final Fantasy 14 or World of Warcraft. It seems to share a visual aesthetic to like between World of Warcraft and Minecraft, which is interesting. Games, I don't think are necessarily, or like what makes a good game doesn't necessarily mean good graphics. And I'm actually quite happy with the way this looks. It's very light and very cartoony, which I think is pretty cool. The combat actually does look pretty good. Like that guy's blades actually look pretty sick for what they are. This whatever they're fighting, this bee thing or moth, I guess, doesn't look too terrible. Skills look pretty decent. Yeah, you get the mounts. The only thing that I'm not a fan of when it comes to this is like I don't mind the world looking the way it does, but it's very Minecraft. And then if you look in the back, it's things only get rendered in the closer you get. So I kind of don't like the fact that when you're looking at a distance, it almost feels like it's hollow, like you're basically on a floating island in the sky and things don't come into your view until you continue to move forward, so it loads as you go. I don't like that. I kind of wish you can just see as far as you can see and everything was rendered, but it probably makes the game run way better if it's just rendering in as you get closer to it. So that's fine, but I would prefer not to see like pixelated blocks and that kind of stuff.
1,000 years of exile has finally ended for you, Far Seekers. While we carefully prepared for your return, after all this time, believe me.
Some like unique traveling. I wonder if that's like you getting teleported, like a fast travel mechanic. That's pretty cool. This guy looks alright. So yeah, I think there's like 3-4 classes maybe. The holy trinity of like tank, healer, and caster, and then you got like different types like rogues and ranged as well, like ranger. It's cool though, because like in this style of game they could have easily just made it so that combat feels like slow and clunky, but they chose not to, which I think is a good choice. Like if I had to say who would play, like what audience a person would play this, I'd say like someone like myself, because I like these types of games. But honestly, like giving my kids options to be able to play something else that's not so in depth, I could see my kids having fun with this if they all ended up getting the game and we're playing it as a group. They could be a party and they can run around, and it's not so it introduces them. It's like their introduction into the MMORPG genre, but at the same time, yeah, you're not, confusing a child with menus and systems and complicated story beats and all that kind of stuff and mods and this, that, and the other thing, right? So I do like what they're doing here. The healer looks kind of cool. And yeah, it has a very Zelda feel, which I think is really cool too. Like, none of my kids ended up playing any of the Zelda games. Like, they played a little bit of Ocarina of Time, but like I've had a hell of a time trying to get them to actually play the game. Times have changed where, if you gave me a game, didn't matter if it was like what it was, N64 or whatever, even if the graphics were total ass, I would still play the game, right? Because games were different back then. But nowadays there's like an expectation, and kids' attention spans are not very high in my opinion. So giving them like a good light game that's fast paced, with mechanics, visually not so hard on the eyes either, that kind of fits their wheelhouse of Minecraft and Zelda, like between that, I think is a good idea. I think there's a good place for this, and as far as I can tell, the reviews on this game are actually pretty good. See, that's a dungeon as far as I know. Actually, hang on. Let's go back here a sec. Let's go back just a sec. He has a bubble on his head, which makes me think that they're underwater. That's pretty cool. The only thing that I'm worried about is, are the mechanics of the bosses really easy to dodge? So like you get way more time to react than you actually need to dodge the ability. That's my only concern. Like that last move there. So he timed his attack with the wave, which I think is actually a pretty cool thing. So I think Farever is going to be a fun game. I might show my kids this and see if they'd be interested to play it. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think of the game. Anyway, have a good one. Peace.